Alright, what is going on? So we're on our new video for 3DMark. 3DMark is another touch bench software that I wanted to look into and present to you guys. This one did run me $35. It was well worth it because, well, I have a beefy system. I want to check to see what it can do, what it can handle. The cool thing about the software is it gives you like a downloaded version. You do have to go to Steam to get this installed onto your computer, which is, one of the areas which is the best. So as I'm loading up Steam, I'm searching up 3DMark, and I'm going to add it to my library. Now you are going to see that it's currently added to my library because I already purchased the software. You have to enter in personal information, and I don't feel comfortable sharing that on YouTube or anything in general. So I went ahead and I purchased it before I made this video, and I'm coming back to run the software with you guys for the first time. But if you guys want to get it installed onto your computer, spend the 35 bucks, install it to your computer, and it really does have a lot to offer. Plus the graphics are just it's mind-blowing what the graphics are in this, in the software. And it's just software, it's not even a game. It's nuts. So getting the application loaded up for the first time, and it's going swimmingly. It's going smoothly. It's showing the NVIDIA nice little message up at the top right, as as you would if you're opening any other application throughout your system. If you got an NVIDIA system, I believe AMD does their own version of it, but don't hold me to that because I haven't really played around with AMD all that much. I've only played around with Intel and NVIDIA up to this point. So as you open up the software, you notice that there is nothing installed. You primarily just install the basic bootloader, and you got to install the rest. Now, yes, it can be a little bit tedious, but trust me when I say it's worth it. So as I'm looking through, checking out, which options are the best, and I'm seeing that it's detected my CPU, my graphics card, etc. So I decided to do a CPU/GPU test. Right now, I'm doing the CPU test first, and I go to select the CPU and the GPU. So I go to install it. I ended up speeding this up so that way it made the install much faster. But in the meantime, I want to give you kind of like a little bit of a collage of what is to offer. So once you have everything installed, it'll show that you can run all three. And this image, this is primarily what you get to look at one of the test runs. I haven't run this one yet. I think this one's for the VR option, and this one is for like third person. It's really cool that they built this, and on top of that, it even gives you a score, and then it tells you exactly what the temps did, and if like certain pieces of your hardware is passed or not. So if you get new pieces of hardware and you want to see what it can handle, get the software and give it a go. As I said before, I'm going to let it do its test. I'm going to speed it up so that way it doesn't take so long. It did take a little bit longer on my end because I'm running this straight from a live system, so you guys are actually getting what I recorded throughout the entire setup. But I will touch base with you once it's fully done with its test. Alright, so it looks like it's getting done with its test. It's loading up my results after running the benchmark, and as it fades through, you can see what the current test is, and you can see what score I got. Now, as we're scrolling through here, you actually see a little achievement at the bottom right. I thought that was pretty cool, so you can earn Steam achievements. I don't know why, but hey, it's a nice little feature. So as I'm scrolling down, I'm checking out, hey, it's got my processor, it's got my GPU, but the cool thing is it gives you a detailed monitoring system. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, but the justification of it is it allows me to see what certain peaks hit higher than others. Now, what I really like is it gives you the entire layout of your entire computer, but on top of that, it also gives you a preload of certain games and what type of FPS you can expect from those games at 1440p, 2560p, or 3840, or etc., or below, depending on what you have for a monitor. I personally selected Red Dead 2 because I've actually already played it, and I've played it on my computer, so 60 frames is about accurate with that. Alright, let's get to the review of this software. Is it worth the $35? Yes. Quickest answer, yes. It blew my expectations of the software. Before, I was kind of hesitant on spending $35, especially just on a software and not a game. Most games are about that price if you catch them on sale. And it kind of threw me for a loop. So I installed it. I did it for you guys. I did it for myself too, of course. But I did it for you guys to test it and kind of get an idea of how the software is. Now, what is offered with it just blew my mind entirely. So not only are you getting like a test bench, but you're getting a really, really good graphical standpoint. It was making my GPU work, I can tell you that much. But you get to see what, like, if you're playing a game or something similar, you can see what your graphics are going to look like when you're playing the game. Now, I ran this at Ultra, and if I pushed it more than that, sadly, my 3080 is diminishing, and I can't go anything higher than that because recently played games, I've actually had to turn down my GPU, which was quite sad. But overall, the software is worth it. Hope you guys like this video, and have a good day.